What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and the Unrivaled League is suffering without Caitlin Clark, and these ratings are going to detail just those exact facts. Make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. Let's go. As you guys see here, this is a credible source, Outkick. I happen to watch this show, especially this guy right here, Dan Dockich. He's pretty hilarious. If you guys get a chance, go check out Outkick. And this goes without Caitlin Clark. Unrivaled struggles with poor TV ratings again. Now, we've all heard the stories of how this Unrivaled League was trying to lure Caitlin Clark, to be a participant in this, to kickstart this sport or this league, should I say. And Caitlin Clark happened to turn down a $1 million+ deal to obviously just focus on the WNBA and stay out of it. Kind of like how she did the NBA All-Star Weekend, which I give a lot of credit to her, because as good as the money may sound, the politics, the way that this league has handled Caitlin Clark, the way that they let women come in there and just put on her ass, foul her, poke her in the eye, I can't say that I blame Caitlin Clark. I don't. I think that she did the right thing by turning that down, because right now she knows that everybody's trying to bid on her presence and to make as much money off of her as she is a cash cow, the golden goose, whatever you may want to label this. Now, guys, we know that this league is a 3-on-3 situation where the best of the best in the WNBA, I don't know if overseas or international players are involved in this, are in Miami for a 3-on-3, which is like a big three that Ice Cube does, but it's called the Unrivaled League, and it's obviously playing these women, I believe, like six figures, give them a little bit of money to not do what Brittany Griner did and go overseas and get herself locked up, right? So I feel like, they're trying to rival the WNBA, but anything attached to the NBA, regardless of how bad the NBA is now, it just doesn't feel right. I feel like if I was Caitlin Clark, I probably would do the same thing, right? It's just one of those things where what feels right may be right. And her taking that money and participating in the Unrivaled League, in my opinion, would have been bad for her brand, right? I mean, she still has a huge support base. I do believe that a lot of people kind of side-eye Caitlin Clark now. We saw her, obviously, in the Time magazine with certain statements. We also saw her with her political stance that rubbed a lot of her fans the wrong way. But I'm here to say, guys, man, nonetheless, I'm still a Caitlin Clark fan. Now, guys, I want you to look at this breakdown where it says Friday night's game averaged 281,000 viewers, down 10% from week one. 10% from week one. Obviously, anything that's new on the scene and fresh, I think you're going to get the most people to tune in because they kind of want to see what it's about. Now, after that week, Saturday's game averaged 98,000. So that's down 2%. And Monday's games averaged 166,000, down 10%. Just look at these drop-offs from Friday, Saturday to Monday. That is a huge loss in following in TV viewership or whatever, however you're viewing this. It says that Unrivaled is averaging 194,000 viewers across TNT and through TV through 2 weeks, more than 50% worse than the average WNBA game without Caitlin Clark. Now, let me ask you guys this. Without Caitlin Clark, right, you guys who often come at me in the comment section because I'm just being logical here, the proof is in the pudding. Regardless of if you're racist, if you want to buy into this racial idolatry, if you want to say that the sisters in the league, which I do believe some people in the league are more talented than Caitlin Clark, but Caitlin Clark just has a better package than most of the other women. And that starts with the way she carries herself, the attitude, her mystique, poise, ways that make her stay interesting. And the fact that she's more relatable. She's heterosexual, right? Most people are heterosexual. I know that the numbers have spiked, in today's time, but I feel like that is a huge reason that men support Caitlin Clark, right? Because, she's a straight chick that's out here balling. You know, we like that. And I also don't blame her because the way that she was treated in the regular WNBA season, especially by Dejanay Carrington, you know, this is the lady who poked Caitlin Clark in the eye in the first round of the playoffs and tried to act like it was a mistake. Even though her hand went like this and came down, you know, it didn't look like a freak accident. It looked very intentional. And she's known to be a Caitlin Clark hater. Most of the women in the Unrivaled League are known to be Caitlin Clark haters, except for Lexi Hull, who happens to be her teammate, and maybe two others. Caitlin Clark probably just wants to let her body heal, let her mental heal, let her emotions become more in sync and intact, because that culture, man, that WNBA culture is toxic, man. They trying to turn you out. They want to foul you. They want to act like they're in prison, playing prison ball. Like, I can't blame Caitlin Clark for turning this down. I went through it all season. Can I at least enjoy my summer? That's all I'm saying. I went through this all season. Can I enjoy my time off? Please. That's how I would be if I was Caitlin Clark. And that's why I'm telling you guys, I don't fault her, nor do I begrudge her for her decisions. I want you guys to look at this where it talks about homegirl Angel Reese. Without Caitlin Clark, fans just aren't tuning into Unrivaled, even with Angel Reese playing in the league. Even with Angel Reese playing in the league. This is where I'm going to call out all of you fake Angel Reese supporters. You guys were beating the table when content creators like myself, who happen to be black, were taking up for Caitlin Clark, because we just look at the game of basketball like, who gives a fuck what color you are? If you can play ball, you're good, and if you can't, you're bad. Well, it just so happens that everybody wanted Angel Reese to not only be the rookie of the year, they wanted her to be better than Caitlin Clark. Angel Reese said out of her mouth, it's because of people like me too. Me too. Don't just think it's just one person. It's me too. You know, with all the sass and, you know, neck rolling and shit, right? Angel Reese, if you had this type of impact, why can't you carry the Unrivaled League without Caitlin Clark? This is your moment to shine. If I'm Caitlin Clark, I'm doing this purposely too. Let me see how you guys can do the damn thing without me. Let me see if you guys can carry an organization or be the face of the league like I had to, while taking the bumps and bruises. Angel Reese, why aren't you? Where's your Rambus fan base? Because if I'm gonna be honest, I feel like a lot of people are sticking up for Angel Reese because they're just attracted to her. It's not about her skill set. Angel Reese knows that. Clark regularly drew at least 1 million viewers. I'm gonna say that again. Caitlin Clark regularly drew at least 1 million viewers. And these people, look at this, 98,000. Wow. But Unrivaled never expected to touch those numbers, I bet. However, the league and its TV partner TNT have to be disappointed that Unrivaled couldn't even reach half the audience of a non-Clark WNBA across the first 2 weeks. And what should this do for the WNBA? You see how all of these people are steady losing money, these investors, they're losing money, effing around with the WNBA? Let this be a wake-up call to Kathy Inglebrains, the WNBA commissioner. Wake up. You need Caitlin Clark. You do. You need Caitlin Clark real bad. So what can you do to enhance the game? One, how about protecting the face of the league, like the NBA did Michael Jordan? After they came up with the Jordan rule to protect Michael Jordan, I mean, you just got to be honest with yourself. You have to stand up to these women in the league who are toxic, angry, and bitter. And you have to regulate properly. You have to set new standards. You have to set new rules. You got to do all you can do. Understand that there's going to be dust ups, and, you know, it's a competitive league because everybody's trying to make a name for themselves. But you have to care about what the product is and who is going to consume the product. And that would be the fans. And all of the fans want to see Caitlin Clark succeed. We're not saying give them the Patrick Mahomes Kansas City Chiefs refs treatment. We're saying protect the brand and grow the brand. That is it. That's all I'm saying. And until you guys realize this, yes, you guys are going to have great ratings because Caitlin Clark is very good at not overly exposing herself. So once she does step on the court, she's going to be must-watch TV. You see? Now, if Angel Reese disappeared and did the same thing, her stock would go even more through the roof. It would literally go even more through the roof. But what does she do? She has to stay relevant, right? She has to stay relevant. She has to wear these outfits because she has to distinct herself in a different manner. I'm sure after this summer, this league may as well be good as gone. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the Unrivaled League's ratings. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.